set up. All right, so, stop. All right, so this is a little, this should be a little bit taller. Sounds like this. That's it. Just a hair. I don't even look at that.
Oh, that's what.
But I know how to eyeball it. I know what 17 inches and 14 inches look like. I can do it from memory.
It's maybe someday for sure. Okay, you could have scanned and faced the box again.
But you have a general, it's a rectangle. As long as you understand a rectangular shape, that's the key thing. I mean, please tell me y'all know what a rectangle is.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, now hold up. Okay. Now, if you're gonna do this, what you're doing now, it's either that or the 2 inches above. You don't do both. It's one or the other.
That makes sense. You want to scoot forward a little more? So I want to go up for sure.
Why?
Because it's below his shoulder. Okay.
All right. Where your shoulders forward. All right. Before you move that, okay. Yeah, so his center is probably about right here. Now, but now me, I always do the little 2 inch thing. Well, that's just my thing. Okay, got it? All right, come on your chin, sir. Stand up a little bit, come on, a little bit. Okay, there we go, right there. Boom. Don't, now, them two things lined up, don't touch anymore.
All right.
You need
Alright, and then
2
make C.
inches above
See
the
with your
shoulder,
arms
right?
up around.
Or the.
Or this.
Okay.
Either or.
I'm going to shield your.
Now, which you can do both. You do the 2 inches as your starting point, and then use this to kind of hone in a little bit. Okay. Remember, it says between 1.5 to 2 inches, so you have a range to play with.
Okay.
Okay.
And then another question. So
Yes.
whenever we're collimating, and like, so.
All right, don't use the green thing because the blue is a shield. Whenever we call it.
When we had like someone smaller, like her,
Yes.
we would then change it.
Change
to
what? All right. See, you're using the it word. I don't like that it word. Change
Okay.
what?
Take a deep breath.
The color.
Okay.
Hold it.
To fit
Or let go.
better.
Stand up,
Another
center.
deep breath. And now hold it. And expose.
Is there a marker?
Okay. No, there isn't. You're right. I forgot that part.
That's gonna be the only thing that I do.
All right. Can you
Okay, now you
collimate?
can relax.
Yes. Would I recommend
All
it?
right.
No.
You wanna
Okay.
take it back?
Thank you. Because if she moves
More.
just a little bit, okay.
This one's gonna be out.
All right, so corporate membership, and we give the thing. All right, so go back to where you were just a minute ago. You had no, the first one.
Oh.
All right, so okay, you ready to take your? So you ready for your exposure? All right. No, not with you. Thank you, sir. That's what I was waiting on. Okay, good.
It's left side.
All right, so once you get up here, this is what you're gonna do. All right, sir. Take a deep breath in. Blow your breath all the way out. Hold your breath all the way out. Another deep breath in, and hold it. Breathe and relax. So, give your instructions while moving.
Okay. So
But keep your eye on your patient. No, I mean, you can want it, but you also want to start here, okay, and you keep talking and you're moving, talking and moving.
Okay.
So,
So in
Yep.
case they
Is
move.
it only
Yes.
this far? She's gonna.
And then stick
Yeah,
it.
she could run a mile in that time.
all right, go for it. All right, sir.
Those are pretty big.
Out.
Yeah. Those are.
There you go. Okay. Bunch of clips.
Wait, why did you change it?
We're
Because
gonna do lateral.
you're lateral, so.
Oh, okay, so you wouldn't
for-
leave it horizontal
No,
for that? Okay.
because his lungs are gonna be, if you do about on the top. Our lungs are longer this way than they are.
So we always do lengthwise when we're doing lateral?
Yes.
Or if they're too big, do you do 2 horizontals?
Okay, rewind, back up,
Oh, yeah, you already
back
did.
up. All right,
Yeah,
so
face my-
laterals, yes, like this.
Okay.
Okay, the only time you will not do a lateral like this is if when you have what we call the barrel-chested men.
Okay.
They chest start here, and it come way out here, like back into their stomach area.
Okay.
Okay, Those are probably the only ones because their chests are about like this wide.
Too
Yeah.
And do we have to say that we're changing the set when we do it? Okay.
Or you gotta put out, we gotta see.
Okay.
We gotta see, we gotta eat. We don't.
Okay.
Don't
Big
exist.
breath out, and another big breath in, and hold it, and eat.
All right, don't move. All right, this is a problem. But no, you can breathe. Watch.
Maybe you should put it on your head.
Step over that way. There you go. Yeah. Now, we don't want you arching, but I want you straight. But I don't want to get a whole fist in there. There's too much space. Okay. But yeah, this is good. This is much better.
Like that is fine, we don't need to have his arm touching?
If you can, his arm is touching, but you can get right.
There we
Don't
go.
lean. I don't want him
Okay.
leaning like that. Okay, relax. Come on back over. But initially, his arms were out like this, and I get my whole hand in there. But that's called OID. OID in X-ray is very bad because OID makes things magnify, and the word of X-ray magnification is not a good thing unless it's done on purpose. Okay, please relax.
Size and shape are different.
Why do you remember? Uh-oh, we got a problem.
Oh, the markers on the outside.
No, it's on the correct.
It's not in the field.
And then the light field, best thing to put in the front though.
Oh, because then they could lean back and.
Well, yeah, that happens, but no, it was completely outside of where it is, and I'm like,
I can't see
ding,
it.
ding, ding.
Okay.
I like that
I have to
noise.
remember the marker.
Yes.
So select your marker.
All right. Did y'all saw my email I sent y'all?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Good job. Follow my steps. Follow my steps.
Do we have to adjust the shield to the height of them, or just shield?
Short version. Keep it in waist.
Because he adjusted it for Fox.
So
Should we
for
take
your
our time
patient,
doing that?
so you're gonna have 2 minutes to set up, then 15 to shoot the exam. Now, this right here you won't do until after the exam, but like, all right. But basically, all right, this will work on him. All right, come over here, Fox. Realistic, no, just stand right through. That'll work.
So just leave it as
This
it
gonna
is.
pretty much cover most of y'all. Unless you get somebody tall, more like Theo or Linford, you might have to raise it just a little bit.
Okay. How do you read? I've never seen it. It's just a little notch.
So,
Oh, right.
unscrew this, bring this thing up. So really, just keep it right there. And that's pretty much it. So now it's a little low. Sydney, may I borrow you, man, just for a second? You're a little bit short. Yeah, that ain't gonna even come Sydney, man. So yeah, so we gotta go just a wee bit. There we go. Go.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got? Who's next?
These guys, the
Okay,
AEC.
that you're not gonna be messing with, because it doesn't actually functionally work here. You'll see that when you go to clinic and when I talk about it in my equipment class, how it actually works. Because that's one of those things that I have to explain how, and I try to use a baseball reference. Now, many people like actually follow baseball. I don't follow all, but you know how to catch a ball, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, the AEC is like somebody catching a ball. That's what it is. It catches X-rays. It has one function.
So I guess I'm confused because they said that if people are like really big,
Yes.
then you use 2 verticals. That's what I thought that was for. But
Okay, so, all right. When you shoot a chest X-ray, what are you trying to see?
the lungs.
The lungs. How many lungs do you know they have?
2 of them.
Okay. Which is left and right.
Okay. So does that like move the IR?
No.
Okay.
Has zero to do with that. Once again, the AEC has one function, to catch X-rays. That's it. That's the reason why I start with that simplistic point of view, because everybody. So what it does is when X-rays hit that machine, inside there is a sensor, and you want the X-rays to cut off. So the sensors will catch the X-rays. When I get enough, it shuts off. If
That
I
makes
don't get
sense.
enough, I'm gonna keep firing.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's why you're, what is this? Your max, right?
Well,
that would change according to like.
it will,
this?
yeah, so there's
I get it.
there's two kinds of techniques. There's manual, and then there's what we call the computer side. So when you drive your car, you drive and you watch the speed limit. But then you got this nice little thing in there called cruise control.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Cruise control, doop, doop. The car drives for you. That part of that is kind of like cruise control.
It's catching your speed.
Yeah. Now, if you get the nicer cars, it will adjust to the person in front of you. It will speed up and it will slow down.
Oh, that's.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They stop
New
now.
cars do that.
I got
Yeah.
the zero brake.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Well, that's how the Teslas work. They were the first ones to come out with it.
Mm.
Okay.
I have a Chrysler 200, it does
Okay.
not do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So that's what this is, part of this is like cruise control. But the other part is the manual system. Now, me and Ms. Foreman, we're gonna teach you some of the manual stuff, which is how to set the KV, how to set the maps. But once you, once y'all go to clinic in about 7, 8 weeks, okay, they're gonna start teaching you all the bad habits. They're gonna pretty much deconstruct everything that we teach you here. And then I'm going to turn into an absolute monster to reinforce, no, you're gonna do what Mr. Gardner said do. Well, Mr. Gardner said clinic. And when you go to clinic, you're like, Mr. Gardner, don't worry about it. He ain't shot an x-ray in 100 years. Don't even worry about what he's talking about over there. Now, what they're saying is partially correct. However, I know all the book work, and I know how the science behind all this thing works, which none of them remember because they all forgot. Okay, so if you want to pass your test, you're going to listen to me. You will do it my way. Okay, that is the objective. Now, once you go up here and graduate, you can do whatever the heck you want to do, Mr. Guy. While you're here, follow my plan. We do not modify Mr. Gardner's plan, because the minute we modify a little bit, it ain't my plan no more. It's something else. And I have no condolences for anybody else's plan but mine. Okay, my way works. There is no debate in my way. Okay, okay. So that's a short version.
Focus. Do we have to do that for chest lab?
Not at the moment. As long as you read that thing right there, it's going to give you all the things that you need. So you go across that, it should give you the KVP, the mass. It's going to tell you the SID distance, and it will tell you if and when you're going to be using a grid, which you haven't learned yet, and the focus spot size. But I'll give you the short version. You're shooting the big body part, large focus spot. Small body part, small focus spot. That's it.
And the chest is big.
Yes.
Really big.
So a small body part basically is going to be anything a knee so anything from the knee down is small. Anything from the humerus down is small. Everything in the trunk here is big.
What about the head?
Big. Yeah. Because it deals with heat and energy. But most of the systems now, you'll do it, like when y'all go to clinic, unfortunately, you're going to learn about the APR system. And the APR it's pretty much cruise control for X-ray.
It sets your KVP and your mass.
It sets it
all
for
that.
you,
Yeah.
based on the body part.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Which
the size
is-
of the patient. You can set it like small,
Yeah.
medium, large.
Which irritates me, because then I'm like, you're taking all the brain power out of it.
We're turning from technologists to technicians.
Exactly. Exactly. See, I'm from the old days of film and manual techniques. I used to be in this thing called a dark room with daggone manual chemicals in there stirring like an old witch's brew.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
I did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You worked in the photo lab?
I worked at a chiropractor's office and they did that. I used to have to put the foam in the dark room and run it through everything.
Where's this at?
In Virginia Beach.
Where? I must go to this place.
Where was it?
Do they still have film?
Yeah, you did film before I left, yeah.
Oh God, I need to get in there.
Yeah. It
You don't
was-
understand. The smell developer and fix this thing
Ew.
about that
That
smell.
doesn't smell good.
You don't understand. That brings back memories. That means they have an actual real life process. You go in there on a cold day and you put your hands because it's nice and warm and toasty. Oh, it feels so good.
It took 3 minutes for each one to go through.
Yes.
The red light in there. You
Yes.
want the red light?
Would you say like the original way is more like has more detail or is more accurate?
So
exciting.
the original way, you have to be spot on with that, because the new stuff you can manipulate. The computer will come behind you and help you. Now, the processing time is the problem. It's long. Within, if you're waiting, like normally it takes 90 seconds to process a film
Oh, wow.
using an automatic processor. If you're taking 3 minutes, I don't know what the heck y'all using. That's a long time. For just one?
That's going to go through, it was 3 minutes.
I mean, you can change the time on it.
Y'all want to switch rooms?
Yeah, that's a long time. But the detail may be slightly better.